you've appreciated President Trump coming to Ohio to visit.
Yeah.
But there's been some, there's some potential headwinds, like Lordstown situation. There's going to be some, economic impacts from the tariffs. I mean,
When you look at our economy is booming, we have over 3% growth, nationally 3.8% unemployment, record low unemployment for women, African Americans, Hispanic. He's created over 5 million jobs since he's taken office. 4.6 million people have come off of food stamps. Wages are rising. So those are all, I see those as a great litany of results, promises made and promises kept. And when you talk about Lordstown, he's actively engaged in that. So is Governor DeWine. It's not a president who's sitting on the sidelines letting that plant go. He's going to be engaged in that. And the tariffs are all about putting American workers first. And that's what he promised to do when he ran. That 17,000 manufacturing jobs have been created in the state of Ohio since he took office, compared to 11,000 in the 8 years of Obama's years. So the businesses are moving in. Ohio's economy is doing very well.
Obviously, 2019 is the 100th year since women got the vote in the United States through the 19th Amendment.
Well, I think you see more and more women becoming engaged. I try to encourage more and more women to run. We never have enough in the field, and I always want to get more. We need to encourage women to not sit on the sidelines, but they're active voices in our society, and they should be engaged in politics. We look at Stark County here. We have Janet Creighton. We have Kristen Farmer. We have Jennifer Arnold, who's the city law director in Alliance. We've got a lot of strong female candidates.
Now, after the Republican convention in 2016, I believe you and your husband took the initiative to organize a fundraiser for President Trump at Brookside. Am I correct on that?
Correct.
And he came, and is that kind of when you started your kind of building that relationship with him, with the president?
Yes.
And how has it evolved over time?
Well, obviously he knows who I am more than he did back then. But President Trump relies on me and others in Ohio to inform him about what's going on in Ohio. We're actively engaged in the Trump campaign and the RNC for his reelect. We'll be working on putting our field operations into place. That's the advantage of the incumbency is that he's been able to raise money since the day he announced that he was running for re-election, which was back in early 2017. You saw last quarter he raised $30 million. I think he has over $100 million cash on hand. And we're able to have organizers in the field starting as soon as a couple months from now, which will be an incredible advantage over the Democrats when they have 20 plus candidates in a diverse field, obviously, that they still haven't had their nominee to coalesce around.
How often do you speak with them?
Not as often but sometimes you just get the phone call out of the blue. You never know.
So once in a while he'll call you out of the blue, trying to find out what's going on in Ohio.
Right, or ask me a question about candidates or what's happening. So.
And then how did your conversations go when he was in Stark County the last time at Brookside?
It was great. We talked about Ohio. We were talking about a lot of issues that are Ohio-centric, conversations with Governor DeWine. He really wants to make sure that his policies are helping Ohio. The president's still very strong in Ohio. As I talk to you about the economy, people are going to vote their wallets. When I compare what the Democrat platform's really going to be, it's the Green New Deal that's going to cost $32 trillion. There's not enough money to pay for that. It's eliminating fossil fuels, no cars, no planes, no cows, and it's quite frankly a Trojan horse for socialism, and Medicare for all, which means medicine for none. And I just think their policies are so extreme and out of the mainstream of what Ohioans want that Republicans are going to be very successful in 2020. They're going to be out in the field in 2019. Our data, quite frankly, is second to none. I think that's one of our advantages. I have never really stopped working. As soon as the 2018 elections were over, we were on to 2019 and 2020. And I think we do have an advantage. And I think that Ohioans like the leadership of the Republicans. Thank you, Sarah. I think it's really important for all of us to know that history. I feel like we stand on the shoulder of giants, people who are willing to go to jail for the right of women to vote. And so we can make a huge difference in elections, just as we make a huge huge differences in people's lives. I always like, this always maybe doesn't go over well with the men in the room, but I always like to quote Margaret Thatcher: when you want something said, ask a man; when you want something done, ask a woman. And I quite frankly find that to be very true. When you think back, especially here in Stark County, who were the ones that were putting all the stamps on the mailers, Shirley, and making all the phone calls, right? Women do a lot of work in politics, and we should do more than just putting stamps and knocking doors, but we should actually be encouraging women to run. And I like to say, there's a saying that I have, that if you can't be it if you don't see it. And if other women don't see women in leadership positions, they can't see themselves as taking on that position. When I became chairman of the party, Sarah's right, I didn't think, oh, I'm doing this because I want to be the first female chairman. I ran because I wanted to make our party a great party. And we have great women in this county who have positions, city judges, law directors, council members, but we can do more. I was interviewed about maybe a month ago, and they said, when are we ever going to see a female president? And I said, probably in the next few cycles. And I said, and it's going to be a Republican. And mark my words, it'll be a Republican woman, because I think the Republican Party really, if it wasn't for the Republican Party in Ohio, we would not have passed suffrage. We would. As I understand it, Sarah, you tell me if I'm wrong, the Democrats had control of the State House. They were against giving women the right to vote. Republicans then took control of the Ohio State House and passed the amendment. We really had an incredible year in 2018. As you all know, we swept our statewide races when the public polling was saying, oh, they're all going to lose. Remember the big blue wave? I love that it crashed in Ohio. It was the best. We retained our congressional delegation. We did fall short in 2018, and that was quite frankly heartbreaking. We lost two Supreme Court races. Mary DeGennaro and our own 5th District Court of Appeals Judge Craig Baldwin. That happened for a variety of reasons, but we need to make sure, and I tell this to everyone I speak with, that we have to re-elect Justices Judy French and Sharon Kennedy. There is no doubt in my mind. They are already on the campaign trail. I'm having meetings with them tomorrow. Their political team is up and running, because what's at stake is the Ohio Supreme Court. If Democrats win 2 more seats on that in the Supreme Court, they control the Supreme Court. You know what that means? It means our state legislators can pass all the great laws that they want to protect and make sure Ohio prospers, and an activist Democrat Supreme Court will overturn every single one of us. That's what we're facing. Because you know what? The Democrats, they can't win at the ballot box. What do? They change the rules. They bend the rules to favor them, and that's what will happen. So I'm encouraging all of you to make sure that you know your judges, and you especially know our candidates, Judy French and Sharon Kennedy, for 2020. So we're going to be working on 2020's presidential election. It has already started, folks. As soon as the November elections were over, it was on to the races for 2020. Every day we have a new Democrat candidate coming out, right? And it's, I think we're at 22, 23. Everyone wants to jump in. God love them, keep going. I love it. They can just have as many candidates as possible. The Trump campaign is already off to a fantastic start. Not only are they well organized, working with the RNC, I think you've seen that in the last quarter, they just raised $30 million. They already have people that they're going to start putting in place this summer for their operations. It's going to be a very well organized process. Remember what it was like before President Trump came into office? Do you remember ISIS was one of the biggest issues we had dealing with? We never hear about it because ISIS is gone. It was a caliphate taking over the Middle East, and we don't have that risk anymore. We finally have a president and Republican leadership like Senator Portman, who's actively campaigning campaign to make sure we reinvest in our military and climb a tank plant. We have more job openings in this country than there are people to fill. And 17,000 manufacturing jobs alone in the state of Ohio since President Trump came into office. That compares to 11,000 that Obama created in 8 years in Ohio. So we also have the lowest unemployment, 3.8% unemployment. The record low unemployment for women. Women are finding jobs faster and faster. Record low unemployment for African Americans and Hispanics. It's unprecedented. Guess what? The best news is not only are people getting jobs, but those who have jobs, their wages are going up. This is the magic wand that Obama said would never happen. And when people go to the polls in 2020, they're going to ask themselves, do I want the Green New Deal, socialism, Medicare for all these crazy ideas that the Democrats keep proposing, or do I want to keep moving on a trajectory where America is safe, secure, and prosperous? That's the difference. I like our chances, though. I think we're going to have a great one, but it's not going to be without a big fight. Ohio, I tell you, everyone says Ohio is a red state. It is still a battleground state, and the Democrats are going to want to fight for everything they can, and they're going to try to win, and we can't let them. I'm bound and determined to not let them, because they've gone so far off the deep end that I'm fighting for the future of my children and the future of this country. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those values and those rights that we as Americans hold so dear, they don't care about it. And so I'm telling you, we need to fight. We need to fight every day to make sure that they don't get control of this country. And that's what I'm doing every day. But one thing I want you to do, encourage all the women in your lives to participate in politics. I know people say, it's not for me, I don't want to get